Lastonia has a few choice words for Sharelle Rosado for comments made during their show.
Sharelle be wearing boutique outfits too. Don't let her fool you. That green screen look she did with the diamonds around the neck. I saw that outfit. She didn't get it from me, but she wear boutique outfits too. So girl, don't be trying to clown my shit when you wear boutique stuff too. You know, and boutique fast fashion clothes are fly as hell. We just, it's fast fashion. You just have to wear it properly or just, make it look good. And move on with filming and be around these bitches. And the first person that you meet, the first person that you've known the longest, like, it's your mom. She brought you in this world. She carried you in the world. So losing your mom is a pain like no other. I would not wish it on
Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe.
So I just wanted to share that because losing my mom during filming changed my demeanor a lot. I literally had to pray for grace every day. I had to pray because I didn't want to be angry. I was trying not to be angry that my mom had passed. I was trying not to be bitter and sad. So I asked God to just give me a calmness. So that's what you see. It's not Sharelle me or, thinking she ain't gonna let me in a friend group that I don't give a about being a part of. I just was like, girl, I got bigger things to fry. I got bigger fish to fry. I have bigger things to worry about. I am not worrying about being friends with you. Like, honestly. If we are, we are. If we not, who gives a like, really? So, that's probably what you guys saw a lot in the show. And I, again, like I said about the tape, I mask a lot of my emotions. I mask a lot of what I'm going through in life because I just don't want to look like what I'm going through. And baby, I was going through a lot. A lot. Like lots. A lot. So yeah. But overall, I want to talk about just behind the scenes and like how filming was and how I feel about some of the other ladies on the show. Oh, secondly, I want to give a huge apology to Jules. I love Jules. I f with Jules hard. Like, I did not like how they did Jules on that fighting scene. So let me break that down. So, by that time, me and Sharelle was at odds, and that's why we sat at different tables. So, Jules was between two tables. Now, when the young lady who attacked, she attacked Jules verbally first. I'll say that. And she was very aggressive with Jules, so I think Jules was just defending herself. I didn't know this girl. I still don't know this girl. Don't know who the f she is. I was under the impression she was part of production. No, I don't know about anybody else. I had never seen her a day in my life until that day. So production slides her in the scene, and I'm like, who is this girl? I mean, you guys clearly see me ask her, like, oh, who are you? What's your name? Because I didn't know her name. I didn't know who the she was. Later on, I found out that she previously worked at, guess where? Allure Realtor, or at Sharelle's company. And then she shared that, oh yeah, I used to work for Sharelle. So after the scene and after everything happened, after the fight, I I was like, oh, it made sense. Sharelle brought this bitch here to stir up the pot with Jules. And I was like, what? Why would she do that? That's what I thought. That was my perception of it. I don't know, honestly, to this girl on to scene. But what I do know is Sharelle knows her, like Jules said, and she went and liked her post after Jules and her fought, which I thought was really fucked up as well. But Jules, if you're listening, if you see this later, I am so sorry. I am so sorry. I came across like I was not, like I didn't have your back in that scene, because you know how I felt. You know what I said afterwards. Like, I was like, yeah, y'all got me fucked up. This not even cool. Y'all fucking brought this girl here to fucking attack Jules, and she's not even part of the cast. Like, how the fuck does that happen? So, anyhow, I want to send a great apology, and even for the comment that I said in my green screen about Jules, the Michael Jackson comment I made. So let me explain that. So I don't know if anyone knows about TV World, but in green screen, you're talking to a producer. They're asking you questions, and you have to answer the questions according to the scene, because they're asking you like, oh, well, how did you think this went? Or how do you feel about this? Or how was it when you and such were at the party? Da, da, da. So you're just retracting back on scenes. And they asked me, what is a culture vulture, and what do what do the ladies mean about Jules being a culture vulture? I did not know what that word was. I had never heard it. I'm of age, but I don't look like it. Thanks to skin therapy. It's in the bio, but yeah, thanks to skin fitness therapy. I'm sorry. I don't look my age, so I don't know who the fuck she was calling old. But yeah, they asked me about what do I think a culture vulture is, and what did the ladies mean when they called Jules a culture vulture. Again, like I said, I had never heard of that word, because that just wasn't a word that was used when I was coming up. So I honestly didn't know what it was until that day in the scenes. I had to ask MJ, I'm like, what the is a culture vulture? Like, what does that mean? I even asked my kids later. I asked my daughter later on that night. I was like, what is a culture vulture? What does that mean? Like, I don't even know. I've never heard of that word. And going into filming, I did not search any of the ladies. I did not do any homework as far as like Googling them and finding out who they were. The only person I had known of was MJ and Ashley, and that's because I used to watch the w.a.g.s show. So I had heard and I've seen Ashley on the w.a.g.s, but I did not know any of these ladies going in. So again, production is asking me in my green screen, what does what do the ladies mean when they're calling Jules a culture vulture? So my response, if y'all don't know, I'm goofy as fuck. Like, goofy, funny. I get that from my dad. My dad is hands down should be a comedian. He's funny as hell. He will make fun of his own mom, my dad. So sometimes I do the same shit. Like, I make fun of things to make light of life. So when they asked me, what was that? What does it mean? Why, are the women treating Jules like that? Why are they saying this about Jules? And that's what I said. I'm not going to repeat it, but Jules, I apologize for saying that in my green screen. I already called her. We talked. So I already gave her a face-to-face, woman-to-woman apology, because I didn't like how that came off. I fuck with Jules. Jules did have my back, and I fuck with her, and I have her back too. So I just wanted to make that clear and get that out the way. But initially, Filming was something different for me. It, like I said, I struggled a lot with just pushing through after my mom passed. But before then, I'm new to this, so I didn't know anything about it. But the girls, I fuck with MJ Hardbody. I fuck with Jules. I fuck with Sade. Portia and Ashley, they're sweet girls. I just think they're Sharelle's little minions. I think they are, they definitely are the PPP, which got edited out. But I call them bitches the PPP, which means they are the patrol posse because they too busy patrolling my pussy. That's why I said that. You heard that part, but you didn't hear me say like, "Oh, y'all the PPP," and they go, "Oh, what's that?" They all said it simultaneously. It was so funny, and I was like, "Oh, y'all the pussy patrol posse. Y'all patrolling the bitch pussy. Like, can you loan me yours since you don't like what I'm doing with mine?" It's like, can I get your pussy? And then, because it's like, you're so busy and so concerned on what was going on with mine, not realizing that it was revenge. Revenge. That's what they call it. But yeah, and I'm no escort. I'm not out here getting with men and like, hey, yeah, give me $10,000. Like, yeah, and you like, no, that was my dude.
Thanks for tuning in to 9mag TV.